Welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. We are so excited to be kicking off this new year with not only the original three, but a new member in Jonathan right here. And the cat's out of the bag. We have changed our name on the channel. After 6 months of doing this and loving giving content to you guys, we have changed from the Real Cinema Squad to what we are calling Fandom Fix. Now, many of you are probably wondering, well, why did you change that? We've been riding with you for a while. We thought you guys were doing cinema. For those who have been riding with us for 6 months, and for those of you who are new and coming into the channel, we changed this name really because we were trying to create content that is all encompassing of the things that we love and the things that you guys love. So this is not only movies, it's also TV shows, and it's also going to be video games, but it's also going to be really just fun stuff around the corners of everybody's favorite fandoms. And so you're going to be seeing all kinds of content on here. You're going to be getting your fix on fandom, which is the idea of the name. And so we hope you guys ride with us because we're going to be just four dudes talking about nerdy stuff and things that we like. And so we hope you guys run with us. But we're going to do two things on this video. We are going to introduce ourselves really quick. For those of you that may already know us, we're just going to introduce Jonathan and kind of talk about some things that we're going to be doing for 2025. And then also we're going to be talking about what are we looking forward to with 2025, because there's some great movies coming out and also some fun video games coming out. So without further ado, I'm going to kick it off to you, Ty, to introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? So my name is Ty. I came to Roman about 6 months ago, and I said, hey, man, we love talking about movies. We love talking about TV shows. Why don't we just do it on YouTube? And he's like, all right, that sounds cool. He's like, I actually have a friend named Austin that I think he'd be great for it too. So we're like, all right, let's do it. So Ty Kelly, based out of near Jacksonville, Florida. Been married for almost 9 years, got 3 awesome kids. One of them you've seen on a few of our videos, Cash. And I'm really, really looking forward to what 2025 brings. We got a lot of great things in store. So excited to be here.
Roman?
What's up, guys? It's Roman, the resident writer on Fandom Fix. That's nerdy, but maybe we'll get into some good stuff with that in future videos. My favorite movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. My favorite franchise is Mission Impossible. We'll get into that later. But as Ty said, we started this about 6 months ago, right after the release of Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which was coincidentally one of my favorite movies of 2024. And all three of us always talk about we should have started it a week earlier so we could have reviewed Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. We didn't, but we have a lot more planned for 2025. And I, just like Ty and Austin and Jonathan, I'm sure, very excited to bring you what Fandom Fix has in store for 2025. The fix is in.
That is not going to be our catchphrase.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm pleased to introduce you guys to the newest member of the channel. This is Jonathan, my buddy. He's from Texas. We grew up together. So, Jonathan, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're excited for.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for letting me into the channel. It's been a joy. When Austin first joined you guys and started the channel, he sent me a text. He's like, dude, we started a YouTube channel. Check it out. Subscribe. I was like, of course. I'm a big YouTube consumer. So I've been watching a lot of the videos and we're chatting with Austin about what you guys have been doing. And Austin and I have lots of conversations, more specifically about video games and Nintendo stuff. He was like, dude, would you want to do a video for the channel? Of course, I was all in for it. So glad I kind of got the invitation to the channel. Like Austin said, I'm from Texas. We kind of grew up together. I've been married for just over 7 years, got 2 little ones here at home. Like Austin said, I'm a video game guy, specifically Nintendo. But I hope to join some of the guys on some of the movie and TV reviews as well. But very excited to be a part of the team and excited for 2025.
Yeah, and lastly, if I haven't already said it, my name's Austin. I've been friends with these guys for a really long time, and we're just 4 genuine dudes who are going to give you very honest opinions about all the things that we talk about. So if you want that kind of stuff, we're not going to hold back. So
sometimes
definitely too honest. Yeah, sometimes too honest. So we would love for you to join us on this journey. We're just doing this for fun. There's no other motives other than just to hang out with you guys, build a community, and hang out together. So, but 2025, this is going to be a new year. There's some great content coming out, honestly, for 2025 and for video games. So we're just going to go through kind of briefly, like, what are we excited about? We would love to hear from you also. What are you excited about? So, Roman, you have the list of things that are coming out.
I do, and it is a great year for movies. I can't remember a year that feels like it was this packed, at least in the first half, because most of these movies I'm about to run down are all coming out by July, which is crazy. So there's going to be a lot on the channel. Just to name a few: Captain America, Brave New World, I believe that's in February. Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, Zootopia 2, Avatar 3, How to Train Your Dragon, the first live action movie, Mission Impossible 8, Thunderbolts, The Accountant 2, Den of Thieves 2, Wicked Part 2 or Wicked for Good. Also to mention live action Lilo and Stitch, and From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. So those are just a few movies that are coming out this year, most of which, as I said, are coming out in the first half of 2025. So I cannot wait to see what the second half has in store. But those are just a few of the movies coming out. And I'll go ahead and kick us off as to what I am the most excited for. For me, it's Ballerina. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time. It is directed by Len Weissman, and he is new to the John Wick franchise. Obviously, this is the 5th installment in the John Wick franchise. I'm probably not as big of a John Wick fan as Ty is, but I am a big John Wick fan. And I've been hyped about this one ever since they announced Ana de Armas as the lead in this, and it's going to focus more on the ballerina assassins that are featured a little bit in the John Wick movies, and so that one I'm very, very much looking forward to. Ty, what are you looking forward to most this in 2025?
So one of the most underrated movies in my recent memory was The Accountant. You got Ben Affleck, John Bernthal, Anna Kendrick. You got some really awesome actors in the movie. It was a really great storyline. I thought the way that they handled people with special needs and that in that movie was really, really cool, the way they painted the picture of those. And I thought that Ben Affleck, that was one of his best acting performances that I've ever seen him in. And honestly, the action was really great. The whole brother dynamic was really great. And seeing them connect at the end and seeing the backstory of how they were raised by their military father, that was really awesome. So the way that it ended, kind of, packing up shop and moving out, I'm really, really excited to see what they do with the second one. I know that they've been talking about it for a long time. The fact that it's finally coming out, I'm hype about that. And the other one, obviously, Roman, not to steal your thunder, but Mission Impossible. I think they fell off a little bit on 7. Not to say that it was bad, but what we got in 6 was just 6 might be my favorite Mission Impossible of all of them.
To reiterate what I've always said about Mission Impossible is that 1 through 6, you could argue, you could put them in any order that you wanted to, your personal preference, and you could make the argument, but you could make the argument that each one was incrementally better than the one before it. And 7 was the first time where I did not feel that you could honestly say that anymore. Not to say it was bad, as you mentioned, it's still very good.
I really hope that we continue to see these movies till Tom Cruise is 90. I mean, the guy is still doing crazy stunts, and it looks like he's getting back to Tom Cruise form and his running and all that fun stuff in this one, and flying planes. And, the one thing that I am actually looking forward to is, fun fact, for a little while, Tom Cruise held the world record for holding your breath underwater. It was 6 minutes. And then there's 2 people that broke his record.
I know. Well, I know that Kate Winslet was one of them. I can't remember what movie it was, but I know that she was one of them.
Yeah, and so the girl that was in Avatar 2 broke the record for holding breath for the longest. And I think that Tom Cruise might be going for the new record in this new one. So I'm interested to see if that actually happens. But yeah, those are my 2.
John, off of this list and what is coming out, what are you most looking forward to movie wise?
Yeah, I'd have to say, being a big Captain America fan, I'm looking forward to the next installment in that franchise. Very curious to see how they can kind of make this shift. I know they did the TV show on Disney Plus, and that kind of had mixed reviews. So more curious than anything, but I'm a big fan of Captain America in the past. I really enjoyed all the previous installments with Chris Evans and his character, but I'm curious to see which direction it goes, and I'm hoping that I like it, and we don't have to wait long to find out. So I'm excited mostly for Captain America.
Nice. Roman, I don't think you mentioned Fantastic Four on your list.
I did not. Thank you.
That is another one coming out this year. And honestly, as a huge Fantastic Four fan, loving that one that came out in 2005. Looking forward to that movie. I really hope it's good. This is 20 years after that original movie that we grew up with. And so really hoping – that's honestly my most anticipated superhero one of the year. So really hoping that does well. Also, as a sucker for Jurassic Park and always watching those movies, I am curious to how Jurassic World Rebirth goes.
I mean, and I do have to make one more quick mention. Obviously, nobody here mentioned Superman, but we did a trailer review not that long ago, so we won't hit there. But I do just want to mention Lilo and Stitch, the live action Lilo and Stitch. Like, listen, we're all 90s babies here, but most of us were very, very young when those core Disney movies came out. So we weren't the target audience. And it felt like Lilo and Stitch was the first time that like we were the target audience. So I was like 10 years old when that movie came out. So like I was right in the sweet spot. So that movie, like in terms of looking back, holds a special place for me. It maybe wasn't my favorite at the time, but looking back, it's become definitely one of those. So I'm really excited to see the live action version. And it looks like they got Stitch right. So nobody had to bully them like they bullied the Sonic people before they got Stitch right, but they got Stitch right. So I'm excited for Lilo and Stitch as well.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
There you go.
There you go. Well, yeah, those are some awesome stuff coming out for 2025 for movie-wise. But we also are adding this other part of the channel, which is going to be video game focused, heavily Nintendo for sure. But we are going to do other things. So, Jonathan, you are the resident Nintendo guy on this channel. So, what are the things coming out in 2025 that you're most looking forward to that we know we're going to be doing content for?
Yeah, great question. So Nintendo has a lot going on in 2025. Game-wise, what's already confirmed is there's a new Donkey Kong Returns remake that's already been remade. So that's coming out actually in a couple weeks. There's a Metroid Prime 4 that's already confirmed, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and there's another Pokemon Legends game, which a lot of people are excited about. The previous one, Pokemon Legends Arceus, was very well received. So this is kind of not mainline, but almost feels like mainline in the Pokemon series. So that also is coming out, date unconfirmed yet. But I think the biggest Nintendo news is that Nintendo has confirmed themselves that they're going to announce the Switch successor before the end of March. So that's coming up in the next couple months. So stay tuned to the channel. We'll definitely be covering that. And then obviously there's going to be a lot of launch titles associated with that when that does release this year. So I'm just excited for all the Nintendo news this year. It's going to be a big year for Nintendo with the new console dropping and everything.
And we'll definitely be doing a full review of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle once it is released on Xbox. And I know, and I can already see the look on Austin's face. We've already played it a little bit on, or once it's released on PlayStation, excuse me. We've already played it a little bit on Xbox, but it gets released on PlayStation, I believe, in March. So we'll be doing a full review of it then as well.
Yeah, for sure, because I don't have a Xbox, so I have to play it on Roman when I'm over there. So, but yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff coming out, more to come. Those are just the things that we know are coming out definitively and we're excited about. But like I said in the beginning of this video, we are Fandom Fix, and this is the place that you're going to get all kinds of content from. And we are going to have a lot of fun doing it. So please stay tuned. We would love for you, if you aren't already subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to our channel. Like this video, shoot us a message in the comments and let us know what you want to see on this channel for 2025. And also, what are the things that you're excited about the most? Because we would love to start this dialogue with you guys, build this community. We know there's a lot of YouTube channels out there doing very similar content to us, but we hope that even, as we're a drop in the ocean of YouTube, that you do join us and get your fix on fandom here. So until next time, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in the next video.